Good morning and welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, I'm out on the kayak today, and we're going to be doing just a little bit of light tackle fishing. I figured I'd pop out into one of these local creeks, head out to the mouth where there's a little bit of structure. I've got some old pilings and some underwater rocks that I'm going to be targeting that hopefully some rockfish, perch, and puppy drum will be hanging out at. If I can find some perch today, I brought a stringer. Would not mind keeping a few of them to take home and eat. I've got a top water plug rigged up. I've got a 4-inch Z-Man diesel minnow on a 1/4 ounce GI jig, and then I also brought a smaller perch rod rigged up with a tiny paddle tail. That's what we're mainly gonna be tossing around today. If that doesn't work, I'll switch it up, but getting out to the spot now, and we'll be fishing here shortly, so stay tuned for some fun action. So the tide's pretty low right now, but I'm gonna start out throwing a top water. You can see I've got all this great structure in here. With the tide being kind of low, I'm not sure if there's gonna be a ton of fish in here, but we're gonna see if we can find one. If I take a few casts with this and don't have anything, I'm gonna switch up to the subsurface, probably my perch setup to start. Wow, that osprey just tried to get a fish in there, but I think it missed. All right, we're gonna throw around this little paddle tail for perch and puppy drum. Now this is only about a 2.5 inch bait, but sometimes these perch prefer a smaller bait. So if I toss this around for a while and don't get anything, I'll probably switch up to smaller twisty tails, but I'm just casting this in there and bouncing it along the bottom, hoping that a fish picks it up. But they should be, if the fish are in here, they should be hanging close to these pilings. They like to use that as structure, and bait will come by and they'll ambush it. All right, I've been throwing around this little paddle tail for a while, and I think I'm gonna switch up to a little smaller profile setup, which is gonna be tying on some smaller twisty tails. I want to be able to finesse fish these pylons a little bit better, so we're gonna switch up to something lighter. Okay, so I just tied on a double twisty rig. We've got a black soft plastic with a chartreuse twisty tail, and then on the bottom I have a orange jig with a chartreuse twisty tail as well. So we're gonna toss this around into the shallows and see if any of these perch or anything want to hit it, but they typically like the action. So these ones sink a little slower when I'm working it, so I can kind of keep it in the strike zone a little bit easier. And they're great for precision casting, jigging around docks, all the stuff like that. So as I'm casting this down, I'm kind of just reeling and popping it, which you know, gives some good action for those fish to see. You can kind of switch up your retrieve. You can just reel it in as a slow and steady, or you can kind of pop it along the bottom. There's a fish. There he is. What is it? Hopefully it's a perch. I wouldn't mind taking home some perch to eat. Looks like a drum though. Yeah, it's a little puppy drum. Oh, look at that. Little puppy drum. That's so cool. I'm gonna get out of here so I don't spook any other fish. Yep, he hit the bottom jig. This little twisty rig works great for small fish. Look at that. Beautiful little puppy drum. Only one spot on each side. Man, they're fun. Cool fish, guys. Like I said, there's been a lot of these little drum in, and although you can't eat them, they're a lot of fun to catch. So we're gonna go ahead and release this guy and get back in there and see if we can catch some more. On a high tide, I'm sure that there's a lot more fish that get in here, but I'm only working with what I got, and I've got about 2 hours until low tide. Just didn't feel like getting out on the water before dark this morning. So we're gonna have some fun casting around and see what we can catch. But I've already caught one, and that's a success. So it's not always about catching as many fish as you can, guys. Every time you get out, you wanna be trying to learn something. So whether it be, you know, picking up on a pattern that the fish like, or just learning an area where fish are sitting in a certain area, like always be thinking about what you can take away. What is that up on the shore? That looks like a skeleton of something. We're gonna go find out. What the heck? Whoa, I gotta check this out. What is that? What the heck is that? Something big. Oh, it smells terrible. What would be that big? These rocks are gonna be slippery. Don't want to lose my balance. And I don't want to lose my kayak. Pull that up a little bit. Should be good right there. All right, this thing smells terrible, but I want to know what it is. Oh, what is this? What the heck is this? What would be this big? Is it a dolphin? Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a dolphin. It's a dolphin carcass. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, I wish all the flesh was off of it so I could take the skull. That'd be cool to have. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna set it up on the rocks. Oh my God. And then this is the vertebrae. That's crazy. I wonder if it's just I wonder if it got hit by a boat or something. Oh, there's the rest of it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy crap, guys. Look how freaking big this thing is, guys. Look how crazy this is, guys. This is the skull. It smells terrible. But you guys can see how freaking big the heads on these things are. And then I look back here, look at the rest of this skeleton. These are all the vertebrae. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, that's crazy. I want to keep fishing though, just let that kind of be, but wild. I was not expecting to find that today. You know, the dolphins have been up north of the Bay Bridge for the past couple years now during the summer times, and we see plenty of them around here. I'm fishing near Deal, Maryland, but just don't expect to see dead ones. But you know, stuff happens, and that thing probably got washed up during a high tide, and some waves probably just pushed it up there, and it's been there for a while now. But let's get back to fishing and see what we can catch. Well, y'all, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Didn't really catch that many fish. Got that one puppy drum, which was, you know, really cool. They fight hard. I think this low tide just has the fish pushed out deeper. I'll try and get back out, fish the same areas when I have a little bit more water. I mean, it is really shallow in there. I was only fishing about 2 foot of water. On a high tide, it's probably closer to 3.5. We've been having some lower tides lately, but that dolphin carcass was really cool to see. Was not expecting to find that today. So let me know if you guys have ever, you know, come across a weird carcass like a dolphin, a turtle, or anything like that while fishing in the bay. I think I've seen one other dolphin that was hit by a boat dead floating, but that was down south towards Virginia waters. You never know what you're going to see out on the water, so it was really cool to see that. But I'm going to go ahead and get in and get some breakfast. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. I really appreciate the support. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more fishing content. But until I get out on the water next time, you guys have a great day.